to hear that type of shit. Chat!
Yo, we're not live.
Yes, we are.
Yo, where's my picture at, yo?
Your picture? Oh, let me fix it.
Come on, Gavin. Where's my picture, man?
Sorry.
They don't even say it like that, bro. That's where it gets disrespectful, because that's not how they say it.
My bad.
Wow. Yo, who says that?
Chat! I'm sorry, but I'm here to snitch.
Yo, Chase was late again, bro. Y'all
Swear
seen
to
that?
God.
Swear to God, I was calling you.
I was ready to do the show at 6 p.m., 30 minutes ahead of the original scheduled time. Ricky had to go off, and he was out there frittering. And during his frittering...
Yo. You hang around a lot of white people, yo. What's frittering, yo?
I don't know. I was watching the last episode of Fresh Prince and shit. He said, you've been frittering. Richie was out there fucking frittering. And now...
Don't disrespect me and say I was
frittering. It's 7:45.
frittering.
You was frittering, bro.
Yo, dude, I was here at 7:30 when you said 7:30.
You frittered.
Dude, you're friggin'
and you echo. Right? Why is there echo? Why is there always echo with you?
It's not always
Is it the Go
me.
XLR? What is that?
It's the golded XLR. All right, man. I'll do anything for you, yo.
You been saying that shit all fucking day. Hey, yo, and look, hey, chat. Last time we did the podcast, Ricky was on that stuff.
No, I was
He was
not.
on that stuff, yo.
Bro.
He was on that stuff.
Yo, that's mad disrespectful to
And
say
so
that.
was getting on that stuff before we went live.
No, man. Yo.
What?
Yo.
What?
Yo, can you make me small, bro? Why am I so big on your box, yo? Pause. Why am I so big in the box, yo?
Man, that just back up then.
Why can't I see your layout on your shit?
I'm sharing screen. What you mean you can't see?
Nah, you're not sharing your screen. I have to see
Man.
through the. Why am I so goddamn big, Chase?
Hold on. That's gonna change.
Make me
everything.
little. Dude, I'm all up in this shit, man. Yo, can you make me smaller? Can you minimize me just a little?
I gotta redo all of this because of you.
No,
Chat!
you said you've been ready. You only got 543
mouth.
chat.
Man, that's a quick 500 though. We just went live. Yeah, we definitely gonna try to see if we get that 1,000 a day.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely try to get you to like make me smaller.
I'm about to, man. Listen, this is in God's hands. You might be asking me to do the unthinkable.
Yo, I gotta show you something in the messages. I'm done.
Oh, you was right.
Yo.
Why was you so big, man?
Because they said I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know who they is, but it wasn't me.
It was kidding. Yo, look at your messages. Look at the Discord message. Yo. COVID.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't.
Can we show the chat?
No, you can't. You can't do that, man.
Yo, so if I crop the image, can we show the chat?
You
Quick
can't.
laugh while you set up.
Did you hear what I said, man? You can't do that, man. And I almost showed it on stream right there.
Yo, come on and show it. Yo, chat. Spam ones in the chat if you want to. Yo, chat. Spam. I'll do anything if you want him to show it.
Yeah, you
in the
gotta
chat.
stop saying that shit.
Nah, chat. That's the new shit. I'll do anything for you, yo.
I'm gonna make you small as fuck. You keep this shit up.
Nah, you gotta make me burly, yo. You bugging. Yo, here, man. Share that. Yo, just put that image while you setting up. Come on, man.
I'm not putting that up there. And why is this doing
Chat.
this?
Yeah, right. I'll do anything if you want him to share the image. Come on, man. They writing it. Share it, man.
I'm not making no COVID jokes live, dog.
No, it's not a COVID joke.
It is a COVID joke, yo. Motherfuckers out here dying, man. There's probably 500 people probably
dude,
died
it's not
today.
a COVID joke.
I'm not, y'all can do anything. Y'all gonna be doing anything right in y'all house where y'all quarantine. I'm not showing that shit, man.
Yo, show it, man.
I'm not doing it.
Yo, show it. You know what? Make me big again, yo, and watch what happens, dude. I'm gonna get upset. Why am I big?
You're not big. Yo, man, you're you. Be you. Don't be somebody else. Be yourself. What's this song?
Y'all can't see it?
Chat, we're gonna start the show in just a minute. We kind of having a little chill just for a hot second. What's up, Moz? What's up, everybody? I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, because I ain't see y'all do it yet. Y'all gotta put y'all glasses up for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We've with the exception of a couple weeks, we've been rocking out with the podcast on Wednesdays almost every week, unless something happens and we can't do it. So
unless Chase is busy, or we've been on point.
Put y'all glasses up, you know what I'm saying? If you got the emotes, if you ain't got them, you can get them for $1 a month, you know what I'm saying? Top link in the description, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Abel. That's the pink Moscato glass. I've been trying to catch him live. I was only able to catch him live like one time in the last few weeks. I gotta see if I can catch him live again. They be over there, you know, he be on his shooters and shit. So I'm gonna go.
Yo, chat. Next time y'all see Abel, y'all gotta write 3MG live and then write I'll do anything.
No, y'all see, you can't do that because he's not gonna know what that is.
It's all love though.
Yeah, but he's not gonna know what he might think he's getting trolled.
No, not at all. Because I'm gonna say, chat. It's a raid. Like, yo, we raiding.
Yeah, you ain't on Twitch.
Oh, I ain't on Twitch yet. I'll do anything.
Oh my God, bro.
Let's start the show.
Hey, yo, Ricky. Hey, yo. So, chat, we got a lot of good info for y'all today. Some of the shit y'all be gonna be happy about it. Some of the shit you'll be happy about. Some of the shit you just won't. Before we get into the actual, hold on.
I guess not. What?
Hold on. No, I had an article. All right. Matter of fact, is there anything you want to say? Because we might as well get it going.
I miss you, yo. I miss you. And just know, I'll do anything for you, yo. Let's get the show going. Positivity. Let's get it. Ready?
Somebody got chicken wings, burgers, fries. What the fuck? All right, so I used to do like a little strange news before the show if I found some funny shit. But like what I was looking for was some like funny gaming news. Basically, the last time we did it, I told you that dude was in the airport. You know, they have the monitors where you can see like when your flights come in, when they're departing, when they're arriving, if there's delays and all that. So when you get to the airport, you know what's going on with your flight. The one dude, black dude, was sitting down. He had hooked up his PlayStation to the monitors in the airport and was gaming on the airport monitors. So that was the last time I was able to get y'all some funny news. This time, I'm going to read y'all the headline. The headline of this article, it's only 2 days old, says, Overwatch pros fined 1,000 for talking about big dick in chat.
Oh, man.
So, really, they got fined 1,000 for that, and they got fined 1,000. Where's the echo?
You got a fucking problem,
man. Fuck! I just slobbered again.
Song?
What is this song, man? Yeah, I do that shit.
You stay slobbering, dude.
I do that shit all the time, man.
Slobbering all the time?
All the time, man.
I'll do anything.
Yo, my God, yo.
Come on, what's the next topic, man? Let's get it.
They got fined for typing it in the chat. They didn't even say it. They just typed in big dick. And they went ahead and they got beasted. Okay. Next topic, real quick. So here's the real shit. Ricky, I already know because he calls me like the depressed negative gamer. Watch this. Watch Ricky's face. Watch his reaction. Y'all ready? Watch this shit. Amazon. Why is there echo? I need you to fix it.
Dude, there's no echo, dude.
Chat, did y'all hear the echo or not?
There's no echo.
There was an echo. You just did something.
There was no echo.
Man, there was an echo.
Oh, I almost said something crazy, yo.
Well, all right.
I'm gonna write it, yo. Oh my God.
All right, look. Just let me. You messing me up. So Amazon. What is it? Why is there echo? He's doing it on purpose.
I'm really not. Why would I?
He's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose.
You still hear it?
No. Every time I go to talk, you're doing it. Don't touch nothing. Yo, put your hands up like this.
As I get closer.
Put your hands up like this.
You gonna make me put my hands up?
Push your hands up like this.
I'll do anything for you.
All right,
yo.
put them back. All right, thank you. Where's that? You heard the echo. You touched something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I swear to God, dude.
Why is it echoing? Fix your setup.
Oh God, I'm struggling. Look.
Why?
I'm not doing shit. My phone
Okay,
doing
don't
shit.
touch nothing, yo. All
Fuck,
right,
dude. Go ahead, say the news,
Okay.
dude.
Amazon. Echo.
Fuck. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Fix your shit.
It's not me.
Yes, it
No,
is,
it's not
man.
me.
I swear to God.
It's never
I
me.
swear to God.
It's not me.
I swear to God. I'm right here.
It's your. That's that Go XLR, yo. That shit.
No, it's not a good XLR, sir. It's not.
What do you have?
I'm right.
All right, so look, do this real quick. Mute your mic while I do this real quick, and then
This is
unmute.
fucking
Watch this shit. Watch the echo stop. Guaranteed. Did you mute? Thumbs up if you muted. Okay, there's no echo. Y'all don't hear echo. Right. So look, I heard it again. How's there an echo? What the fuck?
Fix your shit.
It's not me.
Yes, it is.
Man, I ain't never echoed till you came in here. All right.
Yeah, all right, man.
Amazon is developing a sci-fi shooter, and it's coming out next month. It's called The Crucible. It was supposed to be revealed last month, but now they're saying it's going to come out in May. Thoughts? Amazon developing games.
I don't have they got so much money, but you can hear me good? Am I too low? What?
You switch mics or something?
No, I'm just distant.
All right, cool.
Can you hear me
No,
good?
Good. Don't yeah.
To be honest, I know it's gonna be trash, but I would hope they would put a lot of money behind the game. They got a lot of money. I don't get it. It would be them to put out a game that looks trash, but is there a gameplay?
I typed in Crucible gameplay, and their own game doesn't show up on YouTube. It's like number 13.
That shit gonna be
That
fucking
shit brought up
ass, man.
Destiny modes and beds. Shit is
That shit gonna be ass, yo. But there's gameplay of it though.
There wasn't anything that I was able to actually download and show the people. That shit ass.
Hold on, dude.
The the Crucible, PvP, MMO. You not rocking with it? All right. All right. So look,
dude, Amazon's been trying to put this shit out for 3 years now.
That's what they're saying.
Man, cut that shit out. So what was you trying to say about me being negative?
Oh, I thought you was going to just say next topic and like shut the whole shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, next. What's the next topic?
Oh. Speaking of people who have a lot of money and who really don't have the gaming space figured out, guys, I'm gonna read y'all donations and y'all new members in just a second. Just give me a second. Google Stadia has announced that it'll be free in 14 countries as long as you have a Gmail account. You can sign up and you can get Google Stadia for free. Also, you get 2 months of Stadia Pro. And then after that, you could pay $10 a month if you want to keep the Pro subscription. The Pro subscription allows you to get free games. Y'all want to hear the games? Grid, Steam World Dig 2, Steam World Quest Hand of Gilgamesh, Serious Sam, Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. That's the name of the game. Thumper and some other shit in Destiny 2 collection. How could I not see that?
It's just Gumper? What you said?
Thumper?
You said Gumper?
I said Thumper.
That's the name of the game. It even comes with the accent.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, stacks on stacks and then bracket on stacks.
You're supposed to be able to play 4K 60 FPS, but they lowered the resolution to 1080 with the Corona stuff going on. So
hold on. Chase.
What? What?
Before I say next time.
Man, turn your voice up.
You meaning to tell me that if there's a crisis Stadia might lower resolution.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Next time.
Yes. PlayStation slowed down people's download times too. Yes.
But how you lower the quality?
Bro, why you doing this? You know what was nutty? Like, we said that Google Stadia would never work. We said that shit was never going to work. Who in the chat got a Stadia? Now, if I said who got a Switch, who got an Xbox One, who got a PC, who got a PlayStation, there will be multiple people. Is there one person? Honestly, is there one person with a Google Stadia in the chat? I'm not signing up for the free Stadia.
So if there's, God forbid, an earthquake, we might have to game on at 30 frames because Google Stadia.
They're gonna push it. Yeah, 720, 30 FPS. Fucking Stadia.
I feel bad for people who live in Hawaii. I feel bad for people who live in Cali who got the Stadia because they gonna be playing at all types of fucking frames.
All just big lag. Like Stadia though, that shit is fucking ass, yo.
But I ain't gonna lie, if it's free, you ain't gonna. That's just, how does that work though? They're saying the regular version, not the
Premium,
Pro, not premium.
the Pro. There's Premiere, there's Pro, there's Premiere. How do you what?
How do we acquire it? Because it looked like they got a catch. Like, don't we get the actual Stadia for free?
No, you don't need. That's the thing. You weren't actually supposed to need a physical thing. That was the Pro that you needed the physical thing. The Stadia it was supposed to require no hardware for the base, I believe. But the Pro was the thing. It's supposed to be an app.
I gotta get closer for this. So the way they marketed this, all they had to say was, we have a Google client that's just allowing you to play games.
That's what it was supposed to be. The whole thing with Stadia was like cloud. You know what I'm saying? You get a controller, you get an app or whatever you need it, and then boom. Like,
honestly, if it's free, chat. But there's a catch though, because I try to download it on my mobile phone, but it says it's not available due to fucking COVID. But I don't get it.
Due to what?
Due to the COVID-19 virus, they said it's not available on your app on the phone. So then what about like Google Chrome? Can we download it ourselves on our desktop?
Probably.
Then I would say anybody out there who don't got the funds right now, who got a laptop or something, give it a try.
How to Google Stadia.
Give it a try.
To play Stadia on a computer, log into your Google account in a Chrome browser and go to stadia.com to launch the interface.
You gotta think I'm joking? I'm not.
They told you to go to a website to play video games and lag. So the pro, you actually get a small piece of hardware. So yeah, you just go to stadia.com and you make your account. Now all you everybody give Google the rose hand emote. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and spam up the rose hand for them thinking that shit was gonna work. And what made it fucking worse, the worst part about Stadia, all right, boom, I'm paying for your
You're paying.
What is that?
What just happened?
I don't even know what this is. What's this?
I don't know, but it's floating.
No, whatever. So you're paying. Look, so you're paying for the cloud service, but they turn around and make you pay for the games too. Why do we need this? Why do you need to pay for the games and the cloud service? If we're doing all that, I might as well keep my ass on Steam, which has the Google, or sorry, the Nvidia. No, I'm sorry, the God damn it, Steam has their cloud service. I forgot what it's called. It's $5 a month, and I don't have to buy the games again.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's $5 a month.
You get every game.
Whatever you already own in your Steam library can be played on that. So
from that little Steam device?
yeah. No, you don't need a device. Any device. If you sign up for their cloud service, now keep in mind some devs have obviously pulled their games off because they're not ready for that kind of technology. But we're talking about hundreds of thousands of games available through that program for $5 a month. You can play it on your phone.
Wow.
You can.
That's fucking good.
Let's say Ricky Boo, you got like a souped up computer that you have, right? Let's say you on a road. Let's say you going somewhere, but you take a laptop with you, right? You take a little weak laptop. Through that cloud service, you're able to play your games basically remotely. So it handles all the hardware shit. So when you're able to play Steam games that are basically like high quality games using like a cheaper device because it's in the cloud and it's not really using your hardware like that. That's what the thing is about the whole cloud gaming shit, where you're supposed to be able to play that shit on weaker devices because it manages all the load from the cloud itself. That was the thing. So with Google Stadia, why would I pay you $60 plus $60 per game plus the monthly fee? It's stupid. That business model's fucking ass. And how do you go from that to, yo, it's free, you just need a Gmail account now?
Honestly, the Gmail account thing is pretty cool, but I think like it just kind of makes it pointless. Like if we gotta rely, like I don't even think we're ready for cloud because people's internet's be going up and down. What I think should have happened, I think every kind of service should allow you, if you have an external SSD or an external SD card, to download the game physically and let the cloud run its service to.
That's a good idea.
Play like even with PlayStation Now, they're allowing you to now download the games. Like Disney Plus, if you have it on a mobile device, and just in case you lose service, if you download it on your device, you will have it on your device. Like they need to stop this gimmick. And when you said that some devs pulled out because they're not ready for that technology, I'm hoping that all these devs are sending out like notes like, hey, we're looking to do this type of service, so that dudes are like fucking prepared for this type of shit. Because I feel like they don't be telling like devs, hey, we're thinking about doing this cloud service, so maybe you should prepare yourself. Because I think the more types of ways to game that start coming out is going to give us even more problems with delays. Right. Because you don't think devs is going to want to make, like, even though like the Stadia is trash, like garbage. Like I'm calling it trash because like we have so many more ways to access games in much easier ways. But I do see devs looking at it like, but it's Google though. Like why not now try to work with them as well? We already have it where you got PC with Valve, with Steam, you got other clients, you got consoles. Now you got consoles trying to be PC, and then you got something like Stadia that just comes from left field.
Nobody asked for it. Now I understand wanting to get into the space, but like you got to make it worth the devs' while to even want to develop and port their games to your platform, right? Like if I'm a third party dev, I get plenty of money on PlayStation and Xbox and Switch and PC. Like I'm not going to waste my resources making a port for your platform if you don't have a player base. That's the problem. Plus they're not incentivizing and giving them good, like they're not giving these guys deals to bring games over.
Yeah, like Game Pass, I think it's been established that there was probably like a big thing said like, hey, these people are going to pay this amount of money. We might allow you to get ad revenue or whatever the case to just get money. But it doesn't even like remotely make sense to me if the game is going to be free here, but yeah, because they're going to pay just for one small service fee. But then on Steam, people are going to pay full price. Like there's going to be money misses somewhere, or like a profit that's going to be kind of like mishandled. But I don't even think people are ready. Not even that people are ready for it. This shit is just confusing as hell, and nobody's ready for that shit. We're talking about consoles becoming PCs. I think people are more inclined to building a PC than having to deal with Google Stadia.
I agree. So all you need is a Gmail account. It's free, but I'm gonna say it. Now's a good time. What choice do they have? Nobody's interested in that shit.
Do you think Amazon, Google, they should have been smarter and started making accessories for these consoles, and like then saying, hey, we want to be a part of the gaming space. We'll budget for an esports team, or we'll pay you, like say God of War. I'll just use God of War, and we'll fund your game. Like we'll be part of that funding process to maybe even bring back games that were canceled, or something. Like step into that space.
I would have.
You're trying to step into like console space. Like
They should have just did what I would have had them do. Is I'd have started them on the software side first. Y'all make games. Y'all establish yourselves as legitimate people that make good titles, and you sell them on PlayStation, on Xbox, and then eventually you hop into the console space when people can take you serious. The problem is they don't have great marketing. Like casual people don't even know Google has a platform where you can play games. Like I could probably text in my group chat with my guys. None of them know Google has a console. That nobody, if they seen the Stadia commercial, they still don't know what it is. So that's bad marketing, but that's typical Google. They abandon their projects. This is only the first stage of them basically getting out of the space and basically looking at it. And they're gonna cut their losses and get up out of there. That's the move.
I think software is smart. What if like we're looking for like Discord to try to make their way into the console?
They will though. I think they will. I think Discord.
I think Microsoft will do it first. To be honest,
absolutely.
Microsoft getting in the
I don't know why they don't use Discord for their party system, because how dope would it be to have Discord on all platforms, right? And then that is your party chat. So when you get on and you get in a party chat, like we could talk to the Xbox homies on Discord and play with them, and you have cross play plus Discord as cross communication. That should be excellent. That we won't need regular parties after that. Everybody on the Discord wave as it is anyway. So that's what I would recommend.
Yo, I know this sound like a reach.
Did you rotate your camera?
No, I didn't, bro. Why?
I know what happened. I know what happened. You're good.
You hate me.
No. It was my Discord.
So you know what I was thinking? Like, I think if they want to put emphasis on people to stream on the consoles, like Xbox you could stream, and on the PS4 you could stream. I think they need to start giving more creative freedom to those people too. I don't want it to kind of interfere with whatever software they got, RAM and shit. But I think this is so side, like left field. Before the next topic, it's like, why not give tools like making thumbnails and shit to those people too?
I think that's coming.
Like you got, like Share Factory is one thing, but like, damn, that'd be dope.
I think it's coming. I think an opportunity for people to basically edit and make whole projects and upload them right to YouTube in like basically a more professional way is probably coming. Yeah, Ghost said, you remember Google Glasses? That's what I'm saying. They don't. Google abandons way too many of their goddamn projects.
Oh, I'm gonna be throwing in questions too out of nowhere. So I got a question before next topic.
You go ahead.
What's one thing, and the chat can answer this too. One thing you would like that whether if you're a gamer or not, just people in general gaming, that you would like to see be something added in every video game, like possible. I'll go first, and just so like, you get what I want. The ability that in every video game I can pause it and have photo mode. And like for me it's thumbnail purposes, but like photo mode to like go in and just capture mad shit, like in like this photo or even like screen cap. Like say you get a certain kill and you want to like screenshot, go into the game, like instead of having the game offer like theater mode, it's like the console should have that already for you. Like
some games already have it in game, like when you do photo mode.
Like more in depth.
Okay.
What about you?
Tyra said theater mode. That's good. Honestly, man, like universal crossplay with the ability to turn it on and off for the people who don't want to participate would be my like absolute thing, because then everybody, again, when you have crossplay, when the community dwindles down on one platform to like 4,000 or 5,000 players, if you have crossplay and you have 5,000 on this console, 10,000 over here, 20 over here, you still have a decent player base. When you don't have your crossplay and the player base shrinks like that, you really don't have enough people to stay on the game and play with. So crossplay keeps the pool bigger and that type of shit. So I would say crossplay 100%.
Cross progression added too, right?
Cross progression, crossplay, absolutely. I buy the game one time, and then I don't have to worry about if I bought it twice. If I bought it twice, I won't have to worry about starting a whole new character. You know what I'm saying? And it's doable. Call of Duty did that back in Modern Warfare 3. That was the first time.
They did it just now.
They did it just now. Right. It was no problem. Fortnite has that. Like it exists. A lot of shit that we talk about already exists. I don't really feel like we generally bring up a lot of shit that does not exist already.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Imagine having a Bethesda app, the Epic Game Store app, not the Steam app, but like Uplay app, right? In all these, like for example, like in each console. So now you decide to buy an Xbox Series X.
Right.
fuck, I don't want to buy these games over. But now the consoles allow you to download the actual client app in there, like, you know, just have like a client app in their console, so you could click it, just like EA Access is now available.
That would be. They lose a lot
And
of
then
money.
I go to and I'll go to like the Xbox now, and I could just sign into my app there. It shows my previous purchase history. That would be fucking insane.
That would require a lot of partnerships and all of that. And like, I do feel like we're going to see some partnerships down the road, because we've already seen Sony and Microsoft partnered up, because Sony's going to use their cloud services and stuff like that. So I mean, they're going to compete against each other, but at the end of the day, each company offers something that the other company don't have. So to have some shit like that would be fucking excellent, honestly. You should be able to turn off crossplay. Yeah, I said that. You should. Anytime they put crossplay in, you should be allowed to turn it off, because not everybody is interested in playing with people that are on PC or that are not on PC. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all seen what PC people do. And by that, I'll explain what I mean by that just in a couple topics. We got a bunch of donations and memberships. I'm gonna go ahead and read these out, because we are a little bit behind on these. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna start. Can I start with the members first?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that would be so fire, because I think EA Access kind of allows you to some degree do that, but that would be crazy.
They got over
shit
on
like
that stuff a little bit with that.
They did,
because they get, it was EA Access first, and you get this stuff. Then they added EA Access Plus or Premium and all that, and it like whatever. Anyway, new channel members: Sir Jetty, Chris Jasmine, AP2 Big, ASAP, Tay Hates Everything. Welcome to the channel. We got emotes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all use those whenever y'all feel necessary. On the I feel like we got more than that, because we're almost at like 400 members. No, we're good actually. So King Censor said he donated too. He said, "What's up? Hope y'all doing well." We are good. DMV fan says,
"Thank you.
Salute to y'all. Been watching since 2013. Thank you, bro. That was the first year I started doing the podcast. That was before any of the other guys was even on yet. We actually moved it to YouTube at the end of 2013, and Ricky came on like the first quarter of 2014. Fruit Fly, can we get an MLB series, please? Oh,
you got to think about. To be honest with you, I'm really shocked, because that's like one of those where I know the raging is kind of gonna be the part that kind of throws you off, but that's got to be a funny once in a blue. God damn, Ghost.
What he done?
$80. Thank you,
Ghost, man. With the fucking $80 donation. Thank you. No message needed. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate that, man. Y'all keeping the show rocking. Thank you.
For the support, man.
Bryce Larson donated $2.79 Canadian. Ricky's gay. How you gonna say anything in that?
So why you gotta read it?
That's how he said it.
Forget it,
CJ
man.
the Blessing donated. His favorite YouTuber out here. Love the content. Thank you. Senpai Heem. Chasing Ricky, how quarantine treating y'all? Quarantine is cool. I'm a homebody anyway, but like, there's something about not being able to do what I want that's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I spend most of my time at home, but like not being able to go to the gym, I got a problem with just like casual. I mean, shit that we take for granted every day. Just being able to go to the gym, go to the gas station, go to the store without thinking about shit. Now it's a fucking process. Like, so, but you know, we got a little bit more time to deal with this. But I just want to make sure everybody's safe and all that stuff. So that's really what's important. Rambo donated. Thank you, bro. He said Ricky out here frittering. Trey donated. Trey HG liked the stream, and he also said who the reason. Reboard donated a big 20 to start the show. He said salute. Been in the house so much I almost started a Sinbad Film Festival. That's facts. All right. So let's move on. You got anything you want to add, Ricky?
Nah. Yo, fix my camera.
Fam, it's not. Why does Discord keep
opening up?
It's doing weird shit. Anyway, I'll just fix it on the fly. I ain't tripping.
I don't got enough.
Moving on. The remaster. This whole gen has been about remasters that nobody asked for. Some of them were. Look, it just did it again. Oh, it's when you mute. Can you? Are you?
All right, I'm muted. I'm unmuted.
I'm about to say, can you push a button on your mic?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can hit a button. I mean, unless the train don't bother you.
Okay. Yeah, it keeps. I think every time you mute, it changes. Anyway, this whole gen been about remasters nobody asked for, right? Fuck, it keeps doing it. Oh no, you're good. Right? Yeah, so we had like when the gen first started, we got Tomb Raider remaster, we got Heavy Rain, we got Beyond Two Souls. But then later we started getting the Resident Evils. We started getting the Ratchet and Clanks and all that type of shit.
Call of Duties.
We're going to get to that. That's actually right after this one. I say all that to say Saints Row 3 is being remastered and announced for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's supposed to come out on the 22nd of May. Who the fuck asked for this? All Saints Row fans have asked for a new Saints Row. And you're giving us this.
To be honest, that's ass. But if they're going to remaster something, why couldn't they just remaster 2?
Why couldn't they give us a Saints Row collection? Oh! Never mind. Yeah, why couldn't it be?
No, say it.
No. I was bugging out. I was thinking wrong. Why can't we get Saints Row 1, 2, 3, and 4 the collection? Like when they redid Borderlands, it was the Handsome collection, and you got like 3 or 4 games. When they redid Metal Gear, it was the Metal Gear collection. You got like 6 or 7 games. Why are you just remastering Saints Row 3? That's not even a fan favorite out of the series. What the fuck?
Saints Row 2 was the best one.
Saints Row 2 is the best one. Saints Row 1 is obviously a lot of people's first memory of the series. Saints Row 3 is when shit started getting weird. Saints Row 4 is when shit went completely left and then got out of hell. Nobody even remembers that shit. What the fuck? I don't understand that. In other remastered news, now we've seen how Activision does us, right? Everybody that I know personally, in they top 3, if they played Call of Duty long enough, their top 3 games usually at least include COD 4. Most people, not everybody, most people. So when they announced the Modern Warfare remaster or remake, I gotta make that point. The remake with what game? With Infinite Warfare. People was excited. Then they came out and they realized.
Wait, Modern Warfare or Infinite Warfare?
Modern Warfare, because it was bundled with Infinite Warfare. It was $100 to get that whole bundle. So with that, people realize that, like, first of all, when you remake a game, like a multiplayer game, after 10 years, it's not gonna play the same because the community has changed. That's number one. But then they introduced a mechanic that did not exist when it was made in 2007. Microtransactions, in-game purchases, was not a part of the industry except for mobile games and like Facebook games in 2007. They added that shit. They added loot boxes to a game that didn't have it when it came out, when they put it back out. That's who we're dealing with at Activision. So people love Modern Warfare. People love Modern Warfare 2, right? So they announced, we're putting out Modern Warfare 2 remaster. I'm like, oh. And then they said, oh, there's no multiplayer, it's only the campaign. Who asked for that?
Bro, nobody asked for that.
Nobody asked for that. And then on top of that, people, I mean, obviously people are still playing Modern Warfare, but I don't see as many people playing it as I expected by this time of year before the game came out. Like, before the game came out, I'm thinking people are going to play it up until like June is when you'll start to see the taper off. But what I see now is the only thing holding that shit up is the Battle Royale, which they strategically released at the right time to get people that left to come back. But Modern Warfare 2 campaign only, it was a really good campaign. I really enjoyed it. I very well may do a walkthrough on it. However, I don't understand why you don't give people.
It's $20, Iconic. It's $20.
They said rather than release a separate multiplayer experience, Activision and Infinity Ward are looking to bring more classic map experiences to new life with Modern Warfare as it continues to grow over time. So what that tells me is you wanted to take those maps that people love from the multiplayer on MW2 and you want to put them in Modern Warfare, the new game. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to put out Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and then screw over your other game.
I think it's fucked up. It's trash because Modern Warfare has issues. I'd rather just, but then again, it's like, dude, don't even give me Modern Warfare 2 because I'm gonna be honest, they left me with a bad taste, bro, with Modern Warfare Remastered, and it made me like Modern Warfare is my GOAT, but then it also made me like have like a dislike just because of how they treated that game. They ruined Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't need that shit going to Modern Warfare 2, dude. Like, and what's fucked up is I played the Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, I want to stream it, but as I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 Remake, the campaign, the graphics, everything looked good, and I'm just like, dude, you could have just did a fucking multiplayer, bro. Like, What's wrong with you? Because people don't want like I enjoy Modern Warfare, but now I'm so against its multiplayer. They fucked the whole multiplayer up with everything they added to cater to these casual people. The Warzone is keeping this shit alive. Warzone is keeping Modern Warfare alive, and it's free.
It's not even
I have
really.
zero
That's not really
complaints.
even a COD mode. That's a mode that COD tacked on over the last 2 games. That's not the COD experience that we remember getting on, getting 60, 70 kills, playing demolition domination and all that type of shit. That's what we get on for.
You know what? The only way I will be not even all the way okay, and that's if they drop a playlist, only classic maps, but with classic rules. They don't have the call outs. Somebody's behind you, and a classic playlist of none of that. Even though the maps are garbage, but if you give us a classic map with classic playlist, it'll make it feel like, yo, you know what? I feel like Modern. Remember Call of Duty? Which Call of Duty did it, bro? Was it Call of Duty 4 where they had a classic mode and it had like, I think it was a private mode, or it was
Black
a
Ops
mode in
1.
one of the Call of Duty.
Black Ops 1.
No. It was a Modern Warfare.
Well, no, there was multiple games, but I vividly remember Black Ops 1 had the 357 mode. You don't remember?
Oh, see, no, I do.
Temporary.
One of the Modern Warfares had a classic mode as well, and I remember because they had like a high jump. You jumped super high, like it was it reminded you of like Call of Duty 3, like the way they had the rules and everything. It was weird. One of the Call of Duties had like a classic mode. I think it was Modern Warfare. No, it was.
You're saying back on PS3.
Back on PS3. I don't know if it was Modern Warfare 2, but I remember playing on Crossfire, and Crossfire had like old school. There you go, COD 4 old school mode.
Okay.
They need to do a Modern Warfare old school mode where the game feels even when you run like Modern Warfare 2. Only classic maps, classic rules. I don't want to be running and then they say enemy nearby, like old school mode. I will be at least satisfied with that. Now with them charging us for the maps,
I don't trust them.
I don't trust them either. I'm just saying,
them.
just to get that feel.
You see what they did to Shipment. You see what they did to Crash. And why the fuck they keep bringing back Crash? I'm not gonna lie. When you ask people what their favorite 10 maps in Call of Duty history are, nobody's fucking top 10 that has Crash in it. Nobody.
Wait. To be honest, Crash wasn't actually one of the worst maps.
No, it's a good map.
They dried us out with Crash.
But it's not a great map. Like, it ain't up there.
Crossfire.
Crash, it like... Shit, what maps are better than Crash right off bat? Modern Warfare 2 alone. Crash was on COD 4 first, but Modern Warfare 2 alone had Scrapyard.
High Rise.
It had High Rise. It had Favela. It had
It was one with Havana. Havana was even better
Havana was
than
on Black Ops 1, I think. You're talking about.
Oh wait, really? Hold on.
Black Ops 1 side, Grid was better than Crash. Firing Range, of course. Summit.
Oh shit, Derail, Afghan.
Wasteland.
Karachi.
Let's not get crazy.
No, Karachi was good.
And we've only said 2 games.
Scrapyard.
All right, yeah, Scrapyard. I don't know where Scrapyard is. Like, why is that not back? Black Ops 3 has Combat, which is better than that.
Dude, Crash and Terminal, they need to stop.
They have to stop. Terminal's cool, but it's not.
But they overdid it.
They just kept. Bro, I think Hackney Yard and Gunrunner are better maps than Crash.
We need a Wasteland map.
Skid Row, they overgrown. All these maps are better than that shit. Like
chat, Subbase was pretty cool. I gotta admit.
Carnival, Trailer Park. Modern Warfare 2 has some great DLC maps.
Modern Warfare 3 has some of the worst.
But Hard Hat is still a good map. Like that's better than what's it called?
You know what's crazy? Modern Warfare 3 did have some good ass maps.
It did. My only issue with Modern Warfare 3 was that a lot of the maps had buildings without holes, so when you got your streaks, people would just go hide in there. You wouldn't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor and shit.
Overgrown, I hated that map too, yo. Y'all don't understand how much I hated Overgrown.
It was a sniper. Crossing the bridge.
Yes, we created our own. We did Michael Myers. We did Michael Myers. I remember years ago, and then we also had this where the dude who has a sniper. Everybody starts at the beginning of the spawn. They throw smokes, and everybody had to run all the way around and make it to the very end, while the dude who's sniping had to snipe everybody out. And if he dies, that person had to join them on the top of the house. Yeah, that because we hated that map so much, we just like went against like whatever mode it was. Shit was so trash, yo.
What was that other really good map? Dome Dome. That's what I'm saying. Like
Dome
they
is a
have
good-ass small
they
map.
have a shit ton of maps that are way better than Crash. I'm tired of
Arcading
seeing
was good.
Yeah. I thought Arcading was a lot like I thought it was a better Terminal. A lot of people might not think that, but I thought that. Now the thing with Terminal though, if you got your streaks and they would spawn on the outside, you was able to fuck people up. In other Activision news, I don't know if y'all seen it, but I was watching. No, I was on Discord, and Ranchi was showing me Tim the Tap Man. He was sharing his screen. Motherfuckers was on PC, of course, of all platforms, hacking on Warzone, aimbot, wall hack, like, and they doing it on console too. Activision just banned 500,000 people for cheating. Oh no,
Half a million
sorry,
or 50K?
50,000.
Yo, you should shock the shit out of me. But 50,000 is still a lot of
50,000
people.
people have been banned in one day for cheating. They said they take a zero tolerance policy.
Fuck it, man.
Why don't you all start with having anti-cheat? Like, I don't understand these companies. Like, you zero tolerance. It shouldn't even be necessarily possible. Because every COD, they do this shit. And they do it on console. All the old CODs are still hacked on console on PS3. All of them. They're still selling DLC. And you still buy the game new for like $60. Not for anywhere from $40 to $60. Easy. Bro, he had 45 kills on Warzone.
Jesus
and then you
Christ.
know how garbage he was? First of all, he was snap aiming on everybody, right? But then he got that gun turret kill streak. But the auto aim don't work on that. So he's starting to shoot at that. He's missing every shot on dude and shit. Like, dude's just cheating. So, anyhow, if you've been playing Warzone or if you stopped playing it for a minute because of the hackers, it might be safe to return. Ricky, can you entertain them real quick? I gotta pee, brother. Tell them something.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right. So, chat, I want to know y'all opinion. Damn, we can't talk about this topic right now. So, I got a question, chat, about the Disco Ninjas channel. So, me and the guys, Chase, Trey, and Raunchy, right? Y'all know about the Disco Ninjas channel, right? I need to know, what party games do you guys want to see? Like, I really want to know. Like, what part? No, Tim wasn't cheating. He was showing us that people was cheating. But I want to know, like, what's some games that, because we're literally about to do a session to record for like the Disco Ninjas channel. I know Minecraft was one of them, Fortnite, Overcooked, but like, y'all fuck with like co-op horror games? Like, what do y'all really fuck with? Like Mario Party, absolutely. Nintendo, yeah, Flip, Nintendo, shout out to Flip. Nintendo Switch games is definitely gonna be a vibe because we all got a Switch. What up, Monk? Mario Kart definitely gonna be a vibe too. Pummel Party, I remember Pummel Party as well. That'll be good.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
PS1 Classic Crash. I was asking them like, what kind of games would they like to see like the Disco Ninjas record? Like some party games. So they were like Nintendo Switch games.
Splatoon.
Somebody said Pummel Party. Some co-op horror games. Killing Floor can be one of them. Co-op I got a website for us, yo. Chat, if y'all know a site called Itch.io like that, they got a bunch of like co-op horror games, dude. We set, bro, and party games. I gotta actually link you.
Sick.
All free.
That Lego games are not online multiplayer, and that they're not.
That doesn't make sense to me, bro.
I don't know how in this day and age, because the Lego games sell very well, very popular, like set of games.
I thought they were multiplayer this whole time.
I did too, and then we went to play, and we ended up having to use Parsec, but then dudes was in your lobby telling you to get out. We don't know who that was.
Dude was like, yo, you're still here, and I thought I was playing with Chase, bro. Bullshit.
So a couple more channel memberships. Michael Strauss, thank you very much. We're good on that. Ghost Gone Black, can't wait for that $1,000 quarantine check. Hey, I ain't gonna get one of those, but go ahead and be free when you get that. Don't give it all back to them people as soon as you get it though. EDP's Poop Sock, $2 donation. Been a fan since Madden 13 kick return vid. Hey, thank you, bro. Antonio Morales with the big $5. Really OG. Been watching you since you was playing Madden against your brother and all that. I was a whole kid. I'm 23 now. That's facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for all y'all support. Much appreciated.
For real.
Oh, all right. All right, now it's a
Yo,
good
Chase,
time.
just look at the Discord message real fast. Just look at what's available for us to play for 4 players.
Let me open this up in a separate window real quick.
Yeah, just take a look.
Oh, this is
Remember,
all online.
yes, multiplayer, bro. Like, you remember what's that one site that had all these games that Nintendo was taking them down? Damn, I just had it before. You know what site I'm talking about, right?
You sent this to me.
There's another site.
Okay.
So basically, yo, they got so much shit on here. But yeah, what was you gonna say?
So I've been playing the Resident Evil 3 remake, obviously. I think it's very, very, very good. Very, very good.
It is an issue though.
No, we're gonna get to that. Cause I want to make sure I'm not speaking for you. We might have 2 separate issues. There's something about playing a classic game. Like I'm fully on board with with remakes when a game is 20 years old, 15 years old, when enough time has passed. Resident Evil 3 is really old. I mean, I think it was Dreamcast. I think it was on Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm good with that. But they did a good job modernizing Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. You know what I'm saying? Mechanically. Because one of the reasons I didn't get into the old Resident Evil games like that, because I didn't like the mechanics were just not comfortable for me. So I didn't really play them like that. So this was really a brand new experience for me, but it's one I can enjoy because it seems like a game that is brand new, that never existed, even though it did and they remade it. My one issue, because I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan like that, I'm sure those guys can always tell you stuff that's wrong with the remake that I wouldn't really notice. As a casual Resident Evil person though, the one issue that I have, the one issue that a lot of people are going to have is that the game could be beat in 6 hours. And it's $60. It is $60 for a 6-hour game. Now, Resident Evil 2, I've seen people beat that game in 2 hours. That was also a $60 game. Now, for me personally, I'm at a point now where I don't need every game I play to be open world and be 50 hours because it's kind of draining. And what happens is it puts other games on hold because you got to spend so many hours playing this game. So when I play Resident Evil, when I play The Order, when I play some of these other games that are shorter, it makes it easier for me to just finish the game and get off. The ideal length for me, where it's not an issue, is about 10 hours. To me, is sufficient for a game. 5.5 for a lot of people is going to be too short for $60. Like, because with multiplayer being such a big deal, a lot of people used to paying $60 and getting 100 hours on a game. But you can't really do that with this. You can obviously replay it as many times as you want and all that. That's just super short. So I don't want anybody who has an issue with that. You should probably wait for a price drop. But as far as the game, I think the game itself is fucking excellent. It's just there's not a lot to do beyond 5.5 hours or 6 hours or whatever. Go ahead.
All right, so y'all might think I'm like my attention span with games is too bad, but I think 6 to like 10 or 6 to 15 is where I can at least say, like, if the game is that damn good, and I beat it in 6 hours, I'm gonna say I wish there was more. When the game is that damn good, like a Horizon, I don't really complain. It just keeps me in tune the whole time. My biggest concern wasn't even that it was 60. And just to respond to one dude in the chat, I don't mind a remake when it's a remake. Like, I'm talking about, they even changed the controls up, how visuals. Remake, not a remaster. A remake is 60, depending on the game that it is. Like, if it's Saints Row remake, Saints Row 3, I don't want to see that shit. Like, nobody asked for that. But in this case, I'm upset how, I don't want to spoil it, but like Nemesis, they removed one of his forms. Like, they brought him in already as like his final form. They removed a chunk after the water scene, like after like it was so lit the first half. And I'm already almost done, chat. I will stream like the ending for y'all, and I can play it over and over. Don't matter. They remove a lot of the game. They remove parts, and it's disappointing because you've seen how fucking amazing they did Resident Evil 2. Now, Nemesis wasn't as scary in this game.
What?
and he wasn't. It was scary, the jump scares, but how he looked like he looked like Morpheus on steroids because of his jacket. But he was nerfed like a mother. I agree. Thank you.
He was nerfed.
He was nerfed. Yeah, bro. It didn't feel the same, and they removed his form. Like it felt like they removed parts of his form. Like before he got to you played the original, right?
I never owned it. Shout out to the big 1,000 viewers, by the way. Put y'all glasses up. We got 1,000 people in here, man. Up, baby. Go ahead, bro.
So like that Code Veronica, Resident Evil 3, like those were like my favorite ones. My favorite Resident Evil. So like I remember playing with my brother, and I'm just like, wait a minute, he's already in his form. I'm like, oh shit. Like I remember there was like a short little build up. The game has always been short, but that was the disappointing part. They removed parts to the game, and I'm sitting here wondering what the hell. And so how they compensated with that was bringing us this multiplayer for free. That's my problem. Where then the $60 comes in, and I'm just like, wait a minute. They gave us a multiplayer that wasn't even necessary. And one major thing they lacked here that they didn't do Resident Evil 2, outside animations in Resident Evil 2, you can even see they put work into that. You can see everything else they put work into. If you look from a distance, and if we're talking about a remake, the zombies were moving at like a 10 frame. I've seen this on PC.
Oh, bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the draw distance kind of thing. When they're kind of far away from you, it looks like it's streaming. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it looks like
until you get closer to them.
Yes, it looked more like, wait a minute, did they do something to where they were? It's not like technically rushing the game, but the way they pull their software together and everything, it was only like the up close where then the zombies then started moving differently and all that stuff. They kept a lot of old asset animations, not whole old asset looks, but like the animations and like the mechanics. Because when Nemesis approached me, there was times even with the zombies that they wouldn't move a certain way, or they wouldn't react a certain way, and I'm just like, but that's PS2 era. Like I didn't with Resident Evil 2. The reason why it was so like what the fuck, like excellent, because they even went in removing animations and added their own animations. They added extra content to their game. Remember, they added more shit.
So
it warranted that 60.
They spent more time on Resident Evil 2.
Yes,
they seen how successful that was, and they're like, we gotta get the next one out fast, and within 14 months.
Yeah, and this was and Resident Evil 3 is my favorite Resident Evil, like one of my favorite Resident Evils. So I'm noticing so much, and I think that was one of those like you rushed the hell out of this one because the zombies reacted so poorly, and they even changed up the cutscenes in Resident Evil 2, like the approach on it. It still looked lackluster on Resident Evil 3. You know, you'll show up to a certain point, and the zombies don't even react the whole time. Then the cutscene will end, and it looks like the zombies were already reacting. Like it was just so off. I'm just like, damn, and I'm noticing this on stream, and when I'm playing it, don't get me wrong, gameplay is excellent. The game is so good.
That shit
it's so good, but I noticed those things, and it sucks though, bro. It really sucks. I ain't gonna lie, fucking with Chase and everybody all these years and how we like really analyze games, it really sucks that I noticed these things. That's where I'm like, damn, that's my issue with it.
Yeah.
So they definitely like they took a lot of corners.
Content missing for any fan is a problem, right?
Yeah.
Like there's people where they seen a movie and then they see a remaster and their scenes missing. And they're like, fuck, man, why'd they change the scene? Or I like the way the scene was before. Or this scene is missing. So that's the thing. Like everybody, if you notice content missing, that should be something that that is not something that you like about a game, that they're missing comment or content. The reason I'm even on this, number one, I obviously want to tell y'all what I thought about the game. I really like it. It's
so
very
good. That's why it's disappointing. It's that good.
It fills a hole in the industry because we're missing good, high budget survival horror games where you can fight. And it took a Resident Evil 2 remake for people to really see that that's something that people really get into, because we're missing Dead Space. That's gone. Outlast 2, not good. Plus, all you do is run on there. Alan Wake, no Alan Wake sequel.
That'd be a good ass game too.
If you really sit and think about it, how many survival horror games where you actually feel that you could defend yourself have existed this gen? Not very many.
Alien Isolation. We don't got games like y'all
That's
gotta
one.
remember like the concept of some of these games. Like Alan Wake has such a dope concept
Right.
to it, you know.
We might get a
And
sequel to that. I don't know if we will though.
yeah, well, yeah, we might. But looking at it right now, even not only just the fact that we're missing that genre, we're missing games as a whole, right? Because everything that's happening. But even just seeing what was releasing, there's been a empty space in horror games, and
Absolutely.
if anything, we've seen indie devs jump in that realm. But
A lot
like
of
we
them are
have,
ass though.
yeah, we haven't seen no real triple. That's why I do appreciate that they're bringing remakes and they're not, bringing us just like some HD
Man.
upgrade. But like the way they handled Resident Evil 3 says a lot. Like now you made me feel like, you know what, if you're gonna pull out another remake, dude, like y'all better take even longer, man, because I know y'all got another Resident Evil being pushed.
Okay, so let me get to that. Let me piggyback off that. So there's two more things about Resident Evil.
Evil Within. Yes, Evil Within.
I love, that's one of my favorite games this gen, especially the second one. Okay, so we're still talking about Capcom and Resident Evil. Number one, they put out a survey. They're asking if people want more remakes, and they're even going as far to ask which games would you be interested in purchasing if they remade them.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a concern with that because, like, is this going to be an annual thing, or is the quality?
Else,
what?
Keep going.
Is
first.
the quality going to be less and less? Because like what you gave us the first two with the 2 and 3 remake, the bar's kind of high. If you're pushing this shit out every year on some Tony Hawk shit, how soon is it going to be like really not that exciting? Or is the game going to be buggy or just not like up to par? So they're asking about that. They also, there's a rumor that there's a new Resident Evil coming out next year, Resident Evil 8, and it's supposed to be completely first person, just like Resident Evil 7 was, which I thought Resident Evil 7 was really good too. So
I like it. Yeah.
Between them working on that and remakes, my biggest issue, I don't want them to not work on the other shit, cause y'all survival horror shit doing so well that like y'all don't need to work on a new Devil May Cry or a new Street Fighter or a new whatever you might have in a pipeline, cause this shit doing too well over here and you just gonna keep throwing it out. So that's really it for me.
So my thing is, they're like one of the few devs that actually spoke out asking people what games would you actually purchase, other than like some shit like Saints Row dropping shit we ain't asking for. But the quality of the remake needs to be there. Like, we're asking for it, but I'm hoping like we can also add like, can y'all take your time with this? We don't have a space like the horror game space. The horror genre is very small right now. I think they could take advantage of it, but it's one of those things where I love to see that they're not like we're seeing some of our classics come back as a remake. But yeah, the $60 price tag should be cut in half. Remakes should honestly still turn in soon into a price of like half a game. I understand we're accepting it. I don't think so either. I'm saying because
though, on most of them. Go ahead though.
To a certain extent, I feel like at this point, you're gonna do what you do with Resident Evil 3, and like you said, are they gonna give us less and less quality for these games? Like less and less.
If it's an annual, everything that come out annually, the quality is not great. Look at 2K. Look at COD. Look at Madden. Like annual games are not good, quality wise.
Yeah, I just like I want to see more devs ask that question, and it goes back to what we said, supporting game devs. We seen Capcom not really doing well.
They had a resurgence this gen.
They had a resurgence and for me, I think they build back. They're in like a safer space than they were like a few years ago. They still got a lot to do, but if say like Sega or Capcom or like Telltale were to reach out and say, hey, what games would you like to see us remake to at least continue to stay within gaming, because you don't want to see your favorite companies go away. I'm fine with them doing the remake, but you're gonna have to bring that quality behind it. Don't bring us something like Shenmue 3.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, this gen Capcom ain't been putting out nothing but heat. Let me just read the games they've been putting out. If not like on a personal level, some people might not like it, but as far as community, sales, and like acclaim, they Monster Hunter, Street Fighter 5, Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 7. I guess Marvel vs. Capcom was some people would consider a blemish. I didn't buy the game.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
Yes.
That was a bit of a fail, yeah. But that's still, nonetheless, out of their bracket, keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games they put out this gen.
And we got no game from Rockstar.
And we got
Thanks.
one game from
Red
Rockstar.
Dead. I ain't gonna lie, Capcom, whatever teams they got working, they dropped heat. Bandai, on the other hand, gave us bullshit after bullshit after bullshit.
They got a monopoly though. You know they got a monopoly on that anime game.
I don't know how y'all the juggernaut of anime and y'all keep failing y'all anime games. But let's be on the point.
I mean, it's when you don't have nobody there to compete with, it makes your job easier. I get on YouTube, right? And I see like, I don't know who really like do a lot with their vids. I see an Angry Joe review.
Oh, okay.
Or I see a Cash video because his edits are really good. Or I see there's a guy named the Gaming Lemon.
Okay.
Or I see people doing GTA role play. Or I see anything that's like high quality, right? As far as like editing. Now I know like it makes me say, okay, I can't just put up regular vids too much, so I need to spend maybe a little bit more time editing my shit. We ain't had that before. Back in the COD days, the old days, nobody was editing their shit. Motherfuckers just playing the game and talking over it. Like there was no edits, but YouTube has changed and people starting to put more effort into their videos. You know what I'm saying? So like that makes me so okay. I need to make sure that I edit my shit or somebody edits out. I edit my own videos anyway, but I'm just saying. Even thumbnails. Remember, ain't nobody had thumbnails. Remember our thumbnails? Remember how trash they was?
Our thumbnails, even with Photoshop, was just horrendous.
But now look, you see all these thumbnails, and you realize you gotta make a half decent thumbnail because the competition is making half decent thumbnails. So when you have Namco Bandai, who's making anime games with them? I ain't got nobody to compete with. I don't got nobody telling me to raise the bar because this shit was heat over here. So that's what they get. That's how that shit work, bro. Look, there's no reason for people to be competitive with themselves. They're only gonna be competitive with other people. Look at 2K. What the fuck happened?
I ain't gonna lie. Looking at this gen, we got a lot of people who failed and built and came back. We got a lot of people who was leaders in their last shit, which I ain't gonna lie, they still respected. Like Santa Monica Studios, Naughty Dog, they very well respected. Rockstar's still very well respected. They didn't put out no trash. But you got people like EA, which we always had a problem with them, but they had their gems. They had gems. You had Bethesda drop gems in the past, and now they like Dishonored was like my last one. But every other game they dropped was just like ass to me. Konami just fell off the face of the earth. Trash, dog. Fell off the face of the earth.
Garbage.
THQ got nothing right now. They were just trying to push it out.
They trying to claw back into the industry.
Bro, like literally indie devs helped us, bro. Like
they
for you guys.
They can't. Indie devs backpack this whole gen, yo.
Indie devs and free to play games like Fortnite. It's ridiculous.
Right. Like, yo, if it wasn't for indies, people don't realize that a lot of games that they've been enjoying have not been AAA big budget games. They've been AA, single A, and like straight indie games.
How you feel about Square Enix? Like, really think about their library.
They're even killed. They I don't feel like they went up
They're
much.
In the middle.
They pretty much just stayed on an even plane for the most part. But like, we can't forget the fact that EA won worst company in America like 3 times in a 10-year period.
They passed Ubisoft one point, had it once,
I didn't know they won that.
And I'm gonna be honest, Ubisoft, like I heard the Assassin's Creed games has gotten better,
much better. They did amazing. Far Cry.
They really hurt me with Far Cry. You can't pull out 3. Then 4 was okay. 4 was cool.
4 was 3 with elephants though.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, you milk us with Far Cry Primal, which wasn't even a bad game, Primal. But then you drop another Far Cry after that, and then I realized it's always gonna be the same shit with Ubisoft. Fetch quest after fetch quest. Like we lost quality, bro. So hopefully, I'm Division. Damn, bro,
the thing with Ubisoft is they what they do a better job of is supporting the game after launch. They don't always have the best launches, but if you stick with the game, they stick with the game. They don't really give up on their games. Now, you know, it would be nice if they launched the games in the condition that they become, but like if you look at the Division a year after, the Division 2 a year after, like if you look at Rainbow Six, if you look at a lot of those games, they're much better, but a lot of time has passed, and like people like me, I'll play your game for that first 20-30 hours, but if there's no content for me after that, I usually just move on. You know what I mean? I don't really revisit games like that. It's just not something I do. So the way they run their shit don't always work for me, because I'm just not coming back. Rockstar is probably my favorite company. I won't go back and replay their shit. Red Dead Online is over. I'll never go back and play that shit. I tried to play it one time.
To be honest, my favorite company, not saying that I'll play their games the most. My favorite, meaning in the respect area of their titles, is probably Naughty Dog first, and then Rockstar. And that's because a little bit of bias is because I do love their games so far, like right now. And Rockstar games, like all their games are always hit. They always hit. But as far as like what they've kept me contained with, I ain't gonna lie. And a company that kind of build up, I just thought about it right now, was Guerrilla Games. They kind of showed up like with quality.
They gotta do more, man. They gave me one. They gave me one.
They gotta do They gotta do more. They gotta definitely do more. I think because Sony gave them freedom to do what they want next, and I think they're gonna give us another one. That might be a hit for like PS5. But are you ready for that? Anything else you want to say about, like, oh yeah, Konami? Always been trash. They've been held by this dude.
We're not spending money with them no more. I'm not spending money with them no more, so I don't really care.
There's no need to. Look at what they did on Metal Gear Survive. You serious?
Yeah. Like you took my man's life's work. You took his baby, kicked him off of the project, got him out of there, took his baby, and just fucked it. Ridiculous. Not literally. Ridiculous. That sounded kind of crazy. Let it rock down.
Yeah, I didn't want to say nothing. I was about to say something, but then now that you did that, yeah, you watched. But nah, they really dropped the ball with that. Like Konami really didn't have no hitters. They had no bangers, bro. They had none. Like, you got people like The Witcher. Look at what's the Witcher's dev?
CD Projekt Red.
You know how much respect they got, yo? Man. They're literally in the conversation, bro.
One of the dudes, one of the big guys over there, went on there. He said, man, you want to pay us $60, we'll give you a full game, not all that other bullshit. Like,
I can't believe they're dropping a game that's potential game of the year. Like, that's literally going to outsell so many games. Like,
Last of Us is I don't think it's coming out this year. No. Oh, God. So, like, I don't want to try to, like, get too crazy. I think there's a good chance that Cyberpunk is going to win Game of the Year, because what's coming out, all these delays and shit. I don't know if The Last of Us 2 is coming out this year. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out though.
Don't say that, bro.
Man, they delayed it indefinitely. That was one of the things on the list. It's indefinitely delayed, and they're refunding everybody that bought the game.
Oh, what? No. This dude just bought me the Ellie edition.
They're refunding everybody. Now look, you don't have to get your refund, but if you want one, you'll get it.
Oh, so they're not issuing it automatically, right?
You know what? They pulled it off the store.
Don't scare me like that.
They're pulling it off the store. They pulled it off the store.
No fucking way. Hold on,
and there's
dude.
No foreseeable release date yet for The Last of Us 2.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
come on, man. That's gonna hurt me.
We was looking at what? May 29th for that, and then Iron Man VR on May 15th.
All right, man. Who asked yo?
No, I'm just saying.
But Square Enix. Come on, man.
That's Sony.
Sony dropping that shit?
It was Sony. They're pulling both of those and refunding everybody because of that.
Chase, you're not lying.
Yeah. So that's not coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if Cyberpunk doesn't come out. We really need to see like how things go with the COVID stuff over the next 6 weeks. If things start to become semi-normal at the end of May, and then everybody works back into it, we might start to see our stuff come out. But the way it's looking, the longer this goes on, the more likely shit is going to get pushed back, whether it's consoles, games, movies, TV shows. And then what happens is a lot of people are not realizing that there's a lot of businesses are not going to recover from this if this continues for more than a couple more weeks. AMC theaters
are fucked.
They're fucked right now. They might not have enough capital to run their business when this stuff stops. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, Last of Us 2 delayed. Refunds are coming for people that have it. So keep that in mind. So while we're in between shit, shout out to Alex Cub. Do I think consoles will get pushed back?
Yeah.
There's a good chance they will. But I know how critical holiday season is for games, for publishers, and for developers. So we'll see. Shout out to the Harder Way, who just became a channel member. Thank you. The Sean Neal, big channel membership. Thank you. Marcus asked if we'll play Neo 2. It's co-op and fun. You know what? We might actually play that. It's not gonna be like a big series or anything. But we might play that shit. It'll be fun. Gamerholic donated. He said we're the sole reason he want to be a YouTuber, man. Much love. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Mike Stafford donated too. Thank you very much. J-Rock says Resident Evil 3 can be beaten 2 hours 3 if it's the first playthrough for real. Shit. Carnage asked if I wash my hands. Absolutely. It's real out here. You know what I'm saying? CJ the Blessing. The Hope game though. I seen that. You talking about the fan-made one? How does it, yo, hold on.
What?
Okay. Tyrus, Coop, I swear it says Coop became a member every show. I don't know how this happens. Tyrus donated. They just put Backlight from COD 4 in Season 3 and it doesn't play the same. Of course not. It never will. The Fruit Fly donated. Road to the show would be decent. Or no money DD. I'm already no money on DD. So, we'll see. Jay Nominally became a member as well. How did I miss all these? Antonio Morales. Oh, wait, I read that one. Okay, we're good. Ricky, you got anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Real quick. I try to give credit where it's due when we do the show. Sometimes motherfuckers don't do shit worth getting credit for. Sometimes they do. Ori and the Will of Wisps. That game is fucking immaculate. That's what Terry said to me when he tweeted me on Twitter. That game, like gameplay wise, I'm gonna get to all the bugs and shit in a minute. Fucking excellent, yo. Xbox, they don't get a lot of games. That hit. This is one of them shits. I'm gonna do another stream on that shit soon. That shit is amazing. If you've never played Ori, please, if you like platformers, start with Ori and the Blind Forest. You can get that shit for the low. It's on Game Pass for free. So if you already have it, download it and play that. The second one builds on the first game. Now, there's a 4 gig update for Ori. One of the things that is fucked up. The first game ran flawlessly for me. The second game, on stream. God damn, Sin with the big $50 donation with the sticker. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Not a lot of people use those stickers. Thank you, bro. J-Rock, thank you very much. You don't know why EA won't do NFL Street. That studio closed. A lot of the shit we want, we don't get because studios closed. But anyway, there is a bunch of fixes for Ori and the Will of Wisps. So if you've been having, like, I had these like loud beep noise that happens when I play. Load times are horrendous. It's not as bad as Star Wars though, and things like that. So yeah, it says fix the buzzing issue, and there's a bunch of stuff. So if you've been waiting for a performance fix, now is your time. So that is out. Ricky, you didn't get to touch that yet.
No, my Microsoft store is actually not opening up anymore.
Oh yeah, you did.
I don't know if I gotta redo it. I don't know if anybody in the chat know what I can do, but it's gone completely. Like I can't get it back.
Okay.
Yeah. It is free on Game Pass.
People obviously E3's canceled. It's been canceled for over a month. People thought we might get a digital E3. That's not happening either. E3 is a no-go. And then on Microsoft's side, they're not doing any events unless it's digital. They're only doing digital-only events until at least July of next year. So we're not going to get any events where they're going to hold a big conference where people come out like that. All right, now to the good stuff.
This is wait, how many more topics we got left?
Like 2 or 3.
All right, bet. Let's get it. I ain't gonna lie. Did you get images of like everything? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna find it myself.
I got all the controllers.
Even the colors, like different. All of them?
No. You get those. I'm gonna put the ones up I have. Now's the good stuff. I know we made y'all wait for almost an hour and a half, But
they enjoyed it.
The PS5 controller has been revealed, as well as the Xbox One controller. I will show y'all the Xbox controller in just a second. My initial thoughts, as soon as I saw the controller, I immediately said, first of all, I'm not worried about the color scheme. So color scheme aside, as far as the way the controller is designed, I really like the controller. The way it looks. I feel like it is, first of all, a combination of the PS4 controller and the Xbox One controller. I felt that literally that's what this controller is. I've always said that the best controller of all time for me was the Xbox 360. The second best controller of all time is going to shock people. It is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller.
Amazing.
Number 3 is the PS4 controller. That's by default. I know a lot of people say, why don't you have the GameCube controller? Or why don't you have the Nintendo 64 or Dreamcast controller? I think the PS4 controller is better than all those controllers. The Dreamcast controller was innovative because you had that virtual memory unit, the VMU, which was your memory card that you put inside the controller. But you was also able to take that out of the controller and take it with you and play games on that little memory card while you were gone. So some of the games, like let's say you're capturing monsters, you could take that with you and level them up and shit like that. It was cool. But yeah, so that's my 1, 2, and 3. So this controller fits everything I like about the Xbox controller, plus what I liked about the PS4 controller. So anybody who says they didn't like the Xbox One controller, if you like this controller, you might look a little crazy. I cannot say this without giving credit to Green Jello. He found something that I felt. What is this beat? Let me change the song. Look at the cat. Green Jello posted this. This is the Scuff Vantage PS4 controller.
Shout out to
Green Jello. If y'all look at this, because a lot of people are going to look at the PS5 controller and say that they ripped off the Xbox controller, which they may have, right? I mean, I can't ignore what's in front of me, you know what I mean? However, after Green Jello posted this, I felt more that they modeled their PS5 controller closer to the Scuff Vantage. Obviously, there's some things that are different. There's no paddles on the back, but if you look at this image here, that looks more to me like this. Look.
Can we be honest, though?
Look. Like, it's very, very, very similar. Yes, go ahead.
I don't think they were looking to copy anything Xbox related as much as I wouldn't mind, because I think the Xbox controller. No, peep this. Look, the Xbox controller for me is really, I fuck with the Xbox controller. I like it a lot. I love how it feels in my hands because the PS4 controller is kind of small. PlayStation is trying to get scuff up out of here, man. Why do you think they're adding paddles to the back of their controllers
for what,
at
$30
on release, and then they just released this, like what you said, like it's this detachable thing that goes under your controller that gives paddles behind it. Like, yeah. I think just like what Microsoft is doing, like what Apple does, they're trying to bring out their own accessories, and they're trying to get scuff up out of here. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft and Sony start dropping like some Control Freak style kind of analogs, like they did it with the Elite controller, where you can extend it. They're trying to remove, because if you look at it, Scuff has been bringing out controllers that look kind of different than the original PS4.
Right.
It looks like they're modeling the size and the comfortability after probably having someone look at a bunch of reviews of how the Scuff controller is towards the average consumer.
Right.
And they're probably taking consideration, like, you know what? A lot of people send in their controllers. We've gotten a lot of complaints about the light, our battery time, our size, our L2, our R2 buttons this gen. And it looks like they're really trying to get Scuff up out of here. As far as like the Xbox controller,
let me show that one. Let me show y'all the Xbox controller too. It's only right.
Yeah, I definitely feel
there you
like
go. That's the new Xbox controller.
Yeah, see, I feel like Sony is definitely influenced by the feedback that people are complimenting the Xbox controller and want something that's probably fitting for the hands too. I don't think they're looking at it like, because if we look at the Google Stadia and the Steam controllers, they're dead ass ripping off the Xbox controller. But PlayStation, I think they're extremely influenced by the size, how well it fits in the hands, which is not a bad thing either. But I think both companies is trying to take Scuff up out of here.
I mean, like, I think so too.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I see.
I will say as gamers, I realize the older I get, the less I like change. But we got 1,100 people in the chat. God damn. I think the most we had was 1,200 one day.
Yeah, man, spam the likes,
And
man.
I was always concerned with moving the podcast here because I didn't know how many people was actually going to come out. But shout out to everybody that's in here. But anyway, as I get older, I realize like the less I want to get out of my routine, the less shit I want to change. Now eventually I'll do it. Some motherfuckers just they never accept change at all, right? But like I noticed when I was younger, like when I was a kid, I would play with any controller. It didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, like I really don't want to be using all these different controllers like that. I remember on PS3, I wanted to use or on Xbox 360, I wanted to use my PS3 controller because I was comfortable with it. I bought a fucking attachment that cost $100 to use my PS3 controller.
Okay.
So in general, people don't like change. To me personally, this control. No, look, we haven't played with it. We haven't touched. You know what I mean? We haven't physically used it. But from the way it looks, this controller to me looks like it's going to be much better than the PS3 controller, which was really small, and it looks like an improvement of the PS4 controller. Now, where they got their inspiration from, we don't really know. I showed y'all, if you just now got here, I showed this, which is the scuff version. Ricky mentioned that there's an attachment that you can buy from PlayStation for like $30 that basically makes the scuff something you don't need because it's a much expensive, a more inexpensive way to get paddles and basically get a scuff experience.
Scuff is like $160, man.
Right.
Like,
or
and you can buy that for minimum, $30.
You can spend $230 on a scuff. I bought a scuff, the pink one.
Yeah, dude.
Matter of fact, I don't know if anybody, I'm sure some of y'all seen it. I don't know if I ever showed y'all, you know what I'm saying, Lucille. This is Lucille. Y'all can't see, but Lucille is pink. These numbers are blue, you know what I'm saying, and then boom. I only got 2 paddles. This is Lucille, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I think.
And if you don't mind telling the chat, how much you paid for that controller?
I think it was $170.
Dude,
you know why I bought this shit? Do you remember how much I was raging on Black Ops 4 that everybody was jumping?
Yes.
I got tired.
You don't even use it.
And I don't even really use it that much. But no.
And Sony's dropping something.
This is more comfortable than the base PS4 controller.
Wait, is it bigger?
No, it's not bigger, but the material on the analogs is different.
See?
And then this has like this. I got the taller right analog, which is more comfortable. And then I got this one. Wait a minute. Yeah, so this one has the dome analog, which I like better than the.
I like the dome. I like dome analogs better than the dip shit.
So
I call it dip shit.
I cannot deny that this right here. I'm sorry. That this, like, look at these 2 controllers. Look at these, and just picture them together. That is 100%. That's what that controller is, dog. 100%. That. And then on the Xbox side, they gave you what you're comfortable with. I still think the Xbox 360 controller shits on the Xbox One controller. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's a little.
You said which controller?
The Xbox 360 is better than Xbox One controller. They changed the D-pad shape thing, really, but I believe if you already have Xbox One controllers, I think they work on the new Xbox. I think they're compatible.
Oh yeah, they do.
So you don't have to buy it. So then here's the major question. Okay, and I hate to do this, but I would not be doing my job of informing y'all if I did not tell y'all this shit. Shout out to Sing with another fucking $50 donation, bro. Thank you.
Ooh,
I'm gonna read the rest of those donations and memberships in just a second. Thank you, bro. That's $100. You crazy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Ricky, they asked if the new Xbox controller has batteries. You know the answer to that question?
Big batteries in the chat.
They got batteries again.
I don't mind. I
mind.
dude, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I mind.
No, I'm gonna be 100% with you. Some rechargeables. Maybe because of my experience with my PS4 controller. But I don't mind. I think I'm over that.
Look.
I'm over that.
We just accepting it because we know no better. I'm currently, right now. Y'all see a lot of my PC gameplays. I use this controller almost every day, right? So I don't have a battery pack. And I have 4 of these controllers, right? But, and the other thing I said, because some of the Xbox dudes in here is going to say some shit. These batteries last in this controller a lot longer than you would think without you needing to change them, right? Community does not want batteries. Jay, if you believe the community wants to purchase batteries, I don't know what to tell you. Why the fuck would gamers want batteries? in their controller.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Everybody, imagine your cell phone needing batteries. Every other piece of technology we use is rechargeable.
Look. Let me put it like this. So cell phones already moved away from having external batteries, except for like the cheaper versions. Controllers having batteries is not something a consumer is looking for. If anything, we're looking to see if controllers could be more innovative to add more battery power. But based off my experience with my PS4 controller, I'm okay if they decide to add a battery kind of function, only because I realized plugging my Xbox One controller with batteries still has not died faster than me gaming with you guys on 2K with my PlayStation controller, and I just think that's crazy. But I don't think consumers are asking for batteries.
Nobody wants batteries. That shit suck.
Yeah, nobody's asking.
Now look, it's not as big of a deal, but the on principle. Cause I'm about to hit y'all with some facts. This is a fact. Xbox One comes out. There's an article that I will link right now if nobody believes me. Y'all know how I operate. They said they spent $100 million developing the controller for Xbox One. We love using our recharge batteries. We don't want to go buy new controllers like PS4. Okay, what you're saying is you're not being logical or reasonable. You got
Jay. You sound more like you're giving your opinion.
But what you have, Jay, what you have going on is you're not being honest with yourself. Okay, we already said the PlayStation battery life suck ass. PS3, that shit would last me a week and a half before I had to charge it. PS4, I gotta charge this shit like every few days. The battery life on the actual PS4 sucks. But the reality is I never have to put something in there. Right? Half the Xbox community is running around with battery packs. These guys have, once again, I said, y'all want to hear me say this. I'm never going to stop saying this. Y'all need to stop allowing a company to create a problem for you and then sell you a solution. They are selling you proprietary battery packs to get your rechargeable experience. You have to buy something. They could have made it so that battery pack came with your fucking console.
If it did, that'd be even better.
They could do that, but they're not fucking going to do that shit because they want everybody to go out and buy that shit separately. Don't think that, like, they're not doing y'all a favor by giving y'all options. If they wanted y'all to have options, why the fuck does the Scuff Elite? Why does the Elite controller, does that take batteries?
All of them do.
The Elite controller takes batteries?
Wait, does the Elite controller take batteries, chat?
Let's look.
Let me say something real quick.
They're the only people that use batteries. Everybody else is not using them, so they should not use them. Go ahead.
If you're giving us an option, honestly, the incentive. He said my Elite does. Oh my god.
Come on, man. That's like a $170 controller, bro. That's fucking ass. Go ahead, bro.
My biggest issue is this: you offer that option, but you don't even support your option for us to include it. That's like how I feel against PlayStation at one point giving us USB cables every time we purchased a fucking controller, and then they decided to sell a $60 controller for the PS4, removing the USB. You remember that? We used to buy PS3 controllers and it came with USB charge, like the USB cable.
That's so old. I don't even remember ever getting a USB with my controller.
Bro, the first sales of the PS4 controllers, the first shout to goes for the 20. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, bro.
The first, and thank you, lady, for the $10 donation.
I'll be right there, guys.
The first batch of controllers that dropped for the PS4 had USB wires. The second session of just PS4s that started dropping never came with wires after that. To the point where I'm just like, dude, how the fuck are you dropping a wireless controller and now we have to go buy a wire? And it's the same way with Nintendo not dropping a charger in the fucking 3DS.
3DS.
Like,
that's garbage.
That's ridiculous. The Xbox controller, I'm saying I'm okay because of my experiences with the battery life on the PS4 being so annoying. But if you're going to offer that type of option, how the hell are you going to give us a battery operated controller and don't supply us with at least one pack of your own rechargeable batteries?
They could have did that.
To at least say, hey, this is what we're going to offer you. I think that's the problem. That's what Apple does, and everybody hates that shit.
So Jay says it would be nice if they provided us with a battery pack with an Xbox controller, but I'm okay with spending $20. That's my point, though, Jay. why don't they give us that right off top? And then if we need additional battery packs because eventually they'll need to be charged more, we go out and buy it. Why do you give us the worst option to sell us what is an industry standard? All your competitors have rechargeable products. Everybody's running around with cell phones that you just plug in. I don't understand. And then they have premium controllers at a premium price that require batteries. Those battery packs also add weight to the controller that may bother some people and may not. I'm just saying that this is now the third Xbox in a row. Wait. The first one was wired. This is going to be the third. This is going to be the third Xbox in a row with batteries.
One thing though. This is what I'm going to say. The same way, Jay, that you're paying for 20 is the same way that I'm like paying for $20 for a USB. I don't like that I have to do that. I'm okay because I have spares, but you shouldn't have to spend 20 unless you're looking to buy a second pack. And one thing I'm going to say is this. As far as the controllers, hold on, what he said? What did Jay say?
No, he didn't say nothing. He just said he wants the option of having the battery. Like he prefers that.
Okay, this is what I would have definitely gave kudos to Microsoft. If they dropped a controller that does have an option to put batteries, but also, and I know it kind of contradicts it. It's like, what the fuck? But also can be wireless. Like you can charge it to use it. But in case your shit dies, you could pop batteries in it. I know it kind of sounds stupid, but at this point, you're not even including a fucking wire in your shit, and you're not even including batteries for people. I think.
My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you're including no batteries, just like PlayStation's including no USB charger, dude. Like, that's unacceptable, man. Mm-hmm. We're spending like $60 for a controller. The shit gotta come with something. Then when you buy a console, at least in the console,
they're more than the game.
Give us one pack,
bro. I paid $40 for Ori. I could have got it free on Game Pass, but I wanted to get it on Steam. I paid $40 for that. And now I'm paying $60 for a peripheral that does not come with something as simple as a rechargeable battery pack that detaches. Like, I honestly would 100% be on board with all the companies having a battery pack that comes with the controllers that is detachable. Because then if that one starts charging slow, I can just replace it, right? Like if my PlayStation controller with the built-in battery has the problem, I have to buy a new one. But if I have the option to have it detach, then I can just replace that part, right? Now, as gamers, for myself, I know I'm kind of hard on my controllers. So, like, I don't really have the controllers long enough for it to become an issue with the charging. You know what I'm saying? So, that's not really an issue for me. But, like, as people who are used to dealing with the battery stuff, like, I have a box of batteries in there. But we ain't gonna act like there ain't some kid sitting somewhere, right? He had his mom's house, his grandma's house. He playing his Xbox. His fucking batteries just ran out. Now he down there. He got the Comcast remote batteries in the fucking in the Xbox controller because he didn't ran out and ain't no way he get into the store right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the little shit. If your competitors have a standard, I feel it is your job to be a part of that standard. And I'm gonna give you an example, real quick, Ricky. PlayStation. Fucking PlayStation. I have a video on my YouTube channel from when the PS4 first came out. I tore them up for that fucking garbage ass one earpiece headset it came with. And you know why? Because Xbox 360 came with a headset with every console. PlayStation 3 did not. And then when they fucking put out the PS4, the earbud had one fucking ear. Unacceptable. And I'm just saying.
That shit had one ear with a clip on the wire to clip to your shirt.
That's just as bad as the fucking PlayStation. Because now in both situations, both consumers have to go out and buy something that should come with the shit.
I'll say this. With standalone controllers, all right, cool. You don't want to add a battery pack or you don't want to add a USB wire. With the actual console, if you're gonna add a headphone jack area and you're gonna give me a one earbud fucking wire, I'd rather you just not give me shit. And not only
I said that on the video. People didn't like that though.
Dude, don't give me shit then, because guess what? It ain't this lovely shit right here that I'm showing the stream. It ain't this with the gel.
Right.
They give you that hard shit that you put in. That shit hurts, man. That was very disrespectful. I paid $444 for my console. You gave me a one earbud, thinking like I can hear you speak, and on top of that, to hear the game and then communicate. And then on top of that, I'm gonna have to call out Microsoft. They gave you can I take your order please headset.
But they gave it worked. And
no, the Xbox One.
Man, it's better than what PlayStation gave.
No, it's better. You know what I have a problem with Microsoft? What they did? Instead of the 2.5 millimeter jack, it was the smaller audio jack slot. Whatever.
I forgot they did.
Dude,
that.
what the fuck? Like, yo, what's wrong with you, yo?
We got 1243 in here, yo. Put y'all glasses up. We ain't never had this many people.
That like, man.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like the stream. Yeah, man. I
like we have problems with both consoles adding dumb shit.
Look. Yeah, I'm just saying when your competitors have a standard, I feel have to meet the standard. Especially when you bragging that you spent $100 million on research and technology for a controller that was worse than the controller that came out before it, and it still has batteries. Somebody in the chat mentioned that the Elite version 2 controller does not need batteries. So if they really wanted people to have options, why wouldn't they give options to the person who spent the premium price on the Elite 2? Because they don't get batteries, they get a normal charging thing. But you know what? I guess none of it matters, because I'm going to buy the controller. I'm going to buy the console. I'm just saying that's some lazy ass shit.
He said he still used the PS4 mic. Damn,
that's
dude.
tough. And yeah, your name is tough. That's tough.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
How many people out there, because of, like I said it, I'm okay with the fact the batteries just because of my experience with the PS4 dying so much. But how many of you out there have an Xbox controller and lost the back piece?
Oh yeah,
because
they wouldn't let me trade my Xbox in for that.
Yes,
that's why I'm glad I never traded my Xbox 360 in, because that's one of my favorite consoles. I like it better than the Xbox One, because all the Xbox One shit is on PC. That's the only reason.
It's crazy, man.
So look, here's the article. The article is from IGN. It says, here's why the Xbox still uses batteries, okay? It says they explain that they wanted to provide flexibility to players. Both fan and internal feedback was split on the issue, with half preferring AA's and half preferring a rechargeable internal battery. So I feel that the middle ground for that was a battery pack that comes with the controller. But who am I? So they stuck with the AA batteries. I ain't gonna lie. Like, on the bright side, AA batteries is the best move. I can't stand needing AAA batteries. I got AAA batteries, but every time I have to replace AAA batteries, it's fucking annoying. Even though I have a whole box of them bitches, just running out of them shits, that shit is like a delicacy. Especially like back in the day, we never had that shit. When the remote to the TV batteries ran out, somebody going to the fucking store, because we don't have no rechargeable AAA batteries, and we don't have the regular ones like ever. So at least it's AA. They're easy to come by or whatever like that. So they explain us why. And the other thing is, here's the thing. When you're losing the race currently, and your competition is outselling you by triple the amount of consoles, you should look at some of the stuff that they're doing. Maybe the controller doesn't matter. However, they surveyed their fan base. They surveyed the people that work at Microsoft. I think they should have extended that to the gaming community as a whole and asked gamers what y'all want. Because by you only going to the Microsoft crowd, you're going to people that are already pretty much comfortable with that, right? And you know they are because you're on your platform. But if you go to people outside your platform and maybe survey them, you can see what the outsiders think, because you know you're going to retain a good bit of the people that are on the Xbox. You want to attract some of the people that are not on the Xbox. One of the ways to do it is maybe to give them something that they're comfortable with, and it may be as simple as stuff like the controller and you know, not having to deal with certain shit. So I'm just saying, man, shit is crazy.
Bullshit. What's the last one?
Change the game in the I don't know what some of these beats are, y'all. I'm on Epidemic Sound. It's on shuffle. That may. Well, I don't want to free. Hold on. Let me read, because we got a shit ton of donations, bro. BM Dave said the PS4 made it to where we had to use headsets instead of our beats on the controller. Facts. That was garbage. That was garbage. PlayStation also had HDCP.
Oh,
and we had to buy third-party devices to record our fucking YouTube gameplays. We had a whole podcast about that. That's garbage.
Trash, yo. Oh, man. Right?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you need, man?
Mine was right here, man.
You still got yours?
Yeah, stupid ass device that you had to plug in your HDMI. That's some bullshit, yo. Knowing people who have well, they did it because of the TV purposes and trying to record movies, but they forget like how do people record games? Like,
right,
fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Dude. People be so out of tune with shit. Like, I don't understand.
Who Did It says controllers should be you can remove the charger and still use the controller if the controller's plugged in, like laptops. I agree with that 100%. Thank you for the donation on that. Go ahead.
Oh no, you was saying shout out to the donations, right?
Yeah, I'm streaming donations.
Okay, so the PS5 is now called DualSense PS5.
Well, yeah. So, what? Do me a favor. Can you look over that real quick while I'm reading these, and then you could tell everybody what the DualSense is about, because I didn't get to that.
All right, so it's all the way in the bottom of the article. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Ghost Prince for the 20. Thank you. He ain't have a donation on that. Lady Infamous. Thank you. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see how I ain't talked to you in a while. I gotta check on you. I gotta do a better job of that.
Where the fuck is DualSense?
Garner, big $50 donation. Damn. He said, "I appreciate you immensely, both immensely. Ain't no amount he can show that hope. But hope it.
Thank you, man.
Stay safe during a crisis, man. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate the support, man. You've been here for a long time." Sam with the 2 big donations, and then he had a smaller donation. He said another one, the most underrated YouTuber. Thank you. Broderick Watson, been here since Black Ops 1. Bring back the serious topics. You talked about bullying and shit was real talk. Some of these young cats need it like I did. Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the big donation. You know what? A lot of the time we give y'all a little bit more of that shit during the live streams. If y'all don't watch our streams, y'all probably should. We talk about everything from fucking like stuff like that to we might just talk about like credit recovery and shit. Male hygiene, yo. Literally our live streams.
We talk about everything. Financials.
Yeah, it could be a podcast because we'll just talk about the game and then we'll just break off for like 40 minutes about other shit. No Chill Will said what's good. Thank you, bro. We chilling, man. Fruit
what
Fly,
up, No Chill?
I want a new NBA Jam. Anyone else, man? I would love some of those old school games. The last NBA Jam we got was On Fire Edition. That was like 2010. What?
You want me to?
No, I'm still
going.
No, I'm almost there. J Rock. Oh, I already read that one. Andrea donated a big 10 and said, "Blessing, guys, stay safe." I'm definitely safe. I've been in my house for damn near a month. Who Did It said Last of Us 2 and PS5 bundle thoughts? Probably.
I love that.
Probably. New members. Legolas. In Zeus. Thank you guys. Macfro, how you guys feel about Valorant? I have not played that. I need to watch some gameplay.
I wish, man. You can't get the code unless you're watching their streams and they pick you. Like,
oh, what is this? So I gotta check that out. Jalen, best episode yet. Editing as I hear you ghost. Thank you, man. So DualSense 5, or is it just DualSense? Can you explain what it is? I don't know what it is. I didn't care to read it.
So from what I'm getting, and if I miss anything, chat, let me know. I don't know if the rumble feature, like the Dual Shock, is gone. I think they're gonna have a rumble feature.
They changed it though.
They changed a lot of it. You guys understand how the Nintendo Switch little shaker shit sounded? Like it's gonna basically, remember when he was like, "Oh, if it feels like water, the controllers are gonna feel like there's a water in the cup." Like he tried to explain it. It's similar. Kind of think of like your phones, like when you're typing a message and you get that weird feedback feeling. That's what haptic feedback is. I'm not a fan of that. I kind of don't want to feel that. It's like it's gonna sense when you're in trouble. It's gonna sense when there's something going on. I'm not a fan of haptic feedback, so I know it doesn't sound like much when we don't go in depth, but it feels like it's more lackluster compared to like a DualShock. I'm not a fan of haptic feedback, but some of the features are as followed. Let me see. USB-C port, which I think by now everything needs to transfer from USB 3 to USB-C port, which gives or allows for people to have much longer and better charge times. Built-in mic, as always. They have a create button. They changed how the share button looks, and it's called create now. Also, with the way they work Bluetooth, they have a obviously rechargeable battery inside of it. Just like the previous one, they removed the light from the top and they minimized the light, put it where behind the actual D-pad, the touchpad is. But there's a new button on the controller that they have not told us what it does. I don't know if they're ready to tell us, but there is a new button. I'm trying to see what else they did. Basically, I don't know much about haptic feedback and like how that's gonna work. I don't really know how they're gonna do it, but I'm not a fan of like that kind of feedback. It doesn't seem natural to me. I don't know if it's gonna be like on some shit like if say we're in a commotion. If they take advantage of it, it could be cool. Like if we're in a car crash, God forbid, and we get hit on the right side and it goes to the left side, like what it just transfers over, that can be cool. But I don't know how advanced they're doing it. So, but I don't know what that secret button, they got a button on the controller they haven't explained yet. They're not ready to explain it. So I don't know. Yo, you getting fucked up over there, dude.
You biting the shit out me, man. Help me.
Biting you?
Yes.
You smell you ate French fries? You smell like French fries?
No, that's how he like to play. He fucking me up. Yeah, I don't know what that beat was, Chad. I'm sorry. That shit played again. Bite him back. Hell no. Y'all know I'm allergic to this damn cat. Can't be biting him. Matter of fact, I got this. I was really supposed to do it again. He doing it again.
You ain't gonna give that dog back. I mean that cat back. You know that, right? You ain't giving it back. I'm trying to see the buttons. I still don't like how the L2 R2 looks on it, but it looked thicker like the controller handles. I'm just not a fan of like. But why the L2 R2 like that?
Can y'all see the bite marks?
Let me see.
Guess not.
Yo, can you send me the cat? I know where to put him.
You said you're gonna send him to the Bronx.
Send him to the Bronx. Put their ass together, man.
He bit the shit out of me. Shout out to Ain't That Trey. When is that Sly Cooper collection coming? Shit. You know, so,
that motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Jay. You know what I'm saying? I know we got on you a little bit, brother, but you the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jay the homie.
They're not personal. We gotta have discussions and
never.
shit as a family. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be it for today. We went 20 minutes overtime, but I want to make sure we covered everything. We had a big 1,200 in here. Make sure y'all like the stream.
No, other Jay. But you shout out to you too, JT.
Shit, you too, JT. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all. I don't know how to say your name. Was it Zeus? That's I fucked your name up, bruh. Anyway. Huh?
Do you think they could have done something different with the touchpad?
Yeah, they could have took it out.
Yeah, but I'm saying like and replace because I can do without the touch.
I've only used it on a couple games, but the games I used it on, it was good. Like Until Dawn, some other games.
I could really do without it, but I don't know what they would have replaced.
Oh, that share button annoying as shit. I never mean to push that. Ever. I'm
gonna be fat fingering the shit out this controller, by the way.
Fat fingering now. All right, chat. Thank you all for coming through. This was GMG. I think this is episode, what is it, 205? I don't know what the goddamn episode is.
Oh shit! Wait, you're right. They got rid of the PlayStation colors on the buttons, like triangle, box, square, whatever. Yeah, remember it was like always red, green. Oh shit! Remember the controller colors?
They should put those back.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a big deal. I don't have buttons. I don't even have those shapes on my on Lucille here. All right, guys, we are going to holla at y'all next week. Thank you everybody for coming through. Thanks for donations, the new channel memberships. We'll be back. Hopefully we could try to get the show a little earlier. We're going to see if we can get BG. BG was going to come on today, but we couldn't make it work with his schedule. So we're gonna try to see if we can get him in here. Everybody stay safe, wash our hands, and when they say quarantine, they mean that shit. Don't go out and be a dumbass and put your family members and your elders and the babies at risk with that bullshit. Wash your ass too.